standing here in the east part of Stanley Park at the tennis courts. Most people know this area as the tennis courts. We have a lot of tennis courts. There's 3 here. There's at least 6 here. And you know what? There's so many tennis courts that we actually have available courts. So we have at least 9. And then there is the lawn bowling down there. We're going to go check that out. Wanted to make a mention that the Vancouver Tennis Association is a primary tenant here. As we're finding with these parks and rec areas that there is a primary tenant. So something I really didn't know until we embarked on this adventure of checking out all these parks. Of course, Stanley Park is a big park. This is going to probably take us a few days to get through. But I want to talk about another tenant. Behind us, we do have the Tennis Association downstairs. But upstairs is a beautiful restaurant. Has been different restaurants over the years. Right now it's called Stanley Park Brewing. So I suspect they have a small brewery in there also. So we are still back on day 5. Day 5, which is really 9, I think, because we missed a few days. So we're really on day 9 of the 33 days. And we're in Stanley Park. I want to see if we can get over the lawn, bowling, and then maybe into the park board office, see what's going on in there. So we're at the lawn bowling now in Stanley Park. Of course, primary tenant, Stanley Park Lawn Bowling. Just found out from a fellow here that this is the largest lawn bowling club in Canada. They're nothing short of diehards. They will lawn bowl so the weather does not allow it anymore. We'll go over and see how active they are over here. And then at that point, they're going to move indoors. So they love it. That's their rec. That's their sport. As you can see, there's a good number out here. And they were very pleasant to talk to. I mean, you've got a water view. This is pretty much a pristine location. We would hope that they would be able to stay here and really enjoy and use this facility. We're excited because the president of the association is going to reach us. It's not like she has any big list of issues, but I asked, could we talk to her? They said yes. So stay tuned. We've walked over from the lawn bowling, and now we're at Stanley Park Pitch and Putt, where I have played a few times. Sometimes it's been okay. Other times we've had a lot of fun. I remember trying to find out if we needed a dress code once, and they told us that there was only one rule: no high heels. Grace, right? So I'm Jason. I'm running for park board for City of Vancouver, and I'm trying to get around to all of the parks. Come on in, guys. It's just a freewheeling, non-scripted. I'm trying to get around to all the parks if I can before Election Day on the 15th to see what we have in the city. If there's any improvements needed, or is everything running great? Any comments?
I'm not sure I'm all for abolishing the park board and starting from scratch.
All for
Abolishing the park board.
Yeah. But if you abolish it, then the city ends up taking it. The city councilors. Do you have faith in them to do that?
A little bit more than our current.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's a bad sign. All right. Okay, so
See,
okay.
maybe you should vote him,
We're
and
gonna
he's
move
looking to
aside.
try to
We're
work
gonna,
out.
no, I want to actually. You might be. I might have to take you out for a drink. But let's let these players come in. And, I don't know. So we're hearing that there's issues, and I think at the end of the day, if you're working somewhere and the red tape and the headaches and the frustrations are so large that you find them insurmountable, you would likely have an answer like that. So to me, that speaks volumes. It says something isn't flowing. Now, I don't think actually anybody in Park Board, whether it be in the office or on the commission, has any ill will, because why would anyone run for park board that doesn't love parks? So it's got to be a communication, a flow issue. So I really do believe that I think this is something that I can improve. But it's kind of like a beautiful board. But this is beautiful. We should never be anything but so privileged, excited to have this kind of facility. I mean, $15 game of golf. What more can you ask for? So interesting feedback, to say the least, at the Stanley Park pitch and putt. Okay. Did you know how long the wait is for a permit for?
No idea. I don't work at that department.
That's not your
So
department.
I don't really know.
Okay.
And then sometimes it's also based on the material.
So, okay, so somebody has to check to see if it's already booked before they can issue it. Okay, all right, that makes sense. I just wanted to get a look around anyway, so, no, thank you very much. Okay, so we're inside the park board office and, you know, it's open, the door wasn't locked, but they did buzz us in. Beautiful building. And look at the architecture in there, it's gorgeous, light fixtures. Very nice staff. It's an office building, and you can see original offices on the main, on the upstairs. Of course, we're not going to be able to go in, why would we? But we did ask the question about permits, and it's not her department, which is fair enough, but she said one of the reasons it takes a while to get a permit is because it may be booked already. To me, this makes sense. It could be solved, I think, with a simple calendar app, you know. It's not booked, they book it, but, you know, of course, it's going to be more complicated than that. So, you know, I don't want to make light of it, but at least we got to talk to somebody about it. Hello! At least we got to talk to somebody about it, and we're going to make our way out because it's very quiet in there. It's almost like a library, but I can't say that anything but they were pleasant. We are at Second Beach, which is just across the road from the park board office where we were. There's a beautiful picnic site here, it's covered, and it looks like it's being used right now by somebody. You can book that online. There's a process on the calendar there. We have a wooded area here, some geese and squirrels and ducks. If we come down here, as a kid, this was one of my favorite beaches, but I never knew it as Second Beach. I used to know it as the fire engine. So there is the fire engine. And I wonder if every kid thinks about this as fire engine. I sure still do. So we've done some work on a retaining wall here, which is quite nice. Protect this tree, put some benches. This is just a beautiful park. I haven't even got to the most beautiful part. Because it's called Second Beach, of course, we're on the beach. So let's go over here and look at the beach, which is, of course, just an amazing juxtaposition to have both the beach and park beside each other. So, a lot of beach goers, we have parking out there, and we have the pool. So we're going to walk over to the pool and check it out. Pool, and as I suspected, it's closed. I suspected the pool season's over, but you know, we've got a beautiful hot and sunny day here. So I think it's personally a shame, but I don't really know what the average person thinks. Maybe we can find somebody to talk to. I'll go this way. Excuse me. Do you mind if we ask you a question? I'm just doing a video on people who like park facilities because I'm running the park board. So I came down here and thought it's a shame the pool's closed. Am I crazy, or does it make sense to close it on a certain date, or should it be kept open a little? Do you have any thoughts?
Well,
It's so nice out.
it is, but it's not usual. The water does get pretty cold. Not a lot of people like cold water.
So it's probably the water temperature and just not going to be used enough if it stayed open.
Probably. Yeah.
So maybe we should heat it. Is that out of the box?
I think also because school kids going back home, going back to school, that's another deterrent. So maybe on the weekend, but
I think that might be a good compromise. What's your name?
oh, Jeannie?
Jeannie, I'm Jason.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. I think Jeannie's got a very intelligent brain. Here's my card. So she's saying, may not make sense to open it, but maybe, I got a little bit of a window there on from Jeannie that maybe on the weekends.
Maybe on the
And
weekend.
I think that probably makes sense. Thanks for the feedback. I'm here more to get feedback. It would be easy for me to say, oh, it should be open. And then I'd look like a fool if no one was here. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I just promised Anthony this is the last video we're doing at Second Beach. So we're at the concession stand beside the pool. According to Jeannie, you know, it might not be used if we open the pool. Well, the concession stand is being used and it's open, so I don't know. But one thing I want to say for sure though, is if the concession stand is going to be open, they probably should have, you know, an ability to service the lines of people. Because this lineup could be easily 10-15 minutes long. So it's just a thought. I'm sure they're on top of it, but I wanted to share it. This is such a beautiful day here in the park. I wish I could sort of stay here all day, but we have really one window and a lineup of about 30 people, so I wouldn't get in it. But anyway, you know, I think this is one of the best parks in the city. It's always been one of my favorites, so I'm really happy to be here. And you know, I just can't stop thinking about what Grace said at the Pitch and Putt. Like, I think it's a generational thing in that people believe that the establishment and system is so structured, it'd be better to rip it out and start over. I like to think that's not the case. I'm kind of in the middle generationally. I'm older, but maybe on the younger side of that. I hope it couldn't be made into something that works for everybody, but it definitely was something that made me ponder.